I like the idea of cultivating space. Making space. I like the notion of making physical space, so clearing corners in your room. I like the idea of making space in your mental headspace, clearing things out, spending some time meditating, kind of getting centered and drawing your attention back to the core. I like the idea of making spiritual space where you just can kind of, let go of what it is that doesn't serve you and invite in what is sacred. Yeah, I think it was Eckhart Tolle who I had come across, and actually I had a book of his called The Power of Now many years ago. I forgot about that, which was a really good book actually. But I really started spending more time with his work last year as I came upon a bunch of audiobooks that we had on the shelf in the library and started listening to them, checking them out and listening to them on the commute home. And one of the things that stands out in his teaching, as in many teachers like him, is the notion of making space and how important that is. And the older I get, the more I understand the value in making that space. And it's something that I think about pretty regularly. Even when I'm talking in conversation, I feel like I have to remind myself to stop, to pause, to really not try to rush the thought. When I do that, it doesn't come out usually like I want it to come out, and so I have to remind myself to stop and really think about what it is that I want to say and find the best words to express that. But I think part of that struggle comes from feeling pressure, feeling like the people that you're talking to have such a short attention span, or you only have but so much time to say things, that there really isn't the time to process, the time to really, let me think about that, give me a moment. I've learned to be better about that in professional settings and even in personal settings, I guess. When people ask me a question that I don't just have an automatic quick response to, I will ask, can I just have some time to think about that and to respond in a more natural way? But it feels really awkward to do that in this culture because I feel like, the sense of, come on, hey, think quick on your feet, and I've just never really been that kind of a person, and even more so now. I realize just how much I am not that way. So the idea of making space for me is really key and really very much in alignment with who I feel like I am naturally anyway. And so the whole rushing to get things done and the way that my week has been, and my weeks and my months lately have been, it feels like it's just been one big rushing. It's kind of like a snowball effect, it's just getting bigger and bigger and going faster and faster, and it's racing toward this thing that feels to me very daunting, and it's creating a lot of anxiety that I don't normally have, and I don't like that. I don't know. What about you? What are you trying to work through? What is it that you are trying to usher into your life? What do you need more of? Let me know. can leave a comment, or you can send me a private message. That's fine too. This is all about just trying to make some connections, trying to share out more of what we know with each other to build some kind of community in that, and hopefully eventually some healing through that.